Hi there.
Hello there.
Welcome to Let's Cakap-Cakap again.
Yes, welcome to another episode of Let's Cakap-Cakap.
Yay.
Yep. Now, today, as you can see, we are a bit socially distanced.
Yes.
Of,
As you can notice by today, actually we are wearing masks and we kept a bit distance.
yes. This is we want to spread awareness on the dangers of COVID-19.
Yeah, it's not about personal anymore, you know. Yeah, it's not about the Snyder Cut debate or something like that.
getting
We just
serious out there.
decided, we just decided we need to perform our SOPs lah, to have a little bit social distancing lah. And of course, we have the mask on as well, and we sanitize the whole table, everything. Yes. So this video is COVID safe.
So, today, well, what we're talking about, as you can see here, with the exception of this guy, we're talking about Resident Evil. Again. But this time, it's spoiler talk for Village.
Yes, and
Yes,
anybody played Village already or not? Because this video is full of spoilers.
Yes, nothing
So
but
if
spoiler
you don't
talk.
want to be spoiled, you better just play the game first or just miss this video
Yeah,
first lah.
just click away first and play the game, then come back here because we're gonna go full bore spoilers here.
Oh yes, we're gonna discuss all the stories and characters. So if you want to know who live or survive or who die or anything, just skip it. And there we go. Spoiler talks are starting.
Yeah, but before we get into all the spoiler talk, let's talk about the news. Right? Yes.
Before all of it, we gotta start with the news first, just as
So
customary.
let's get into the whole gaming sphere first.
Gaming news.
Gaming news is a bit dry this year. A bit dry this month. You know, outside of two major announcements and releases.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally, we're gonna see some colors in the
Well,
PS5's it's DualSense.
So our first big headline news for today, it's colored DualSense. Yes. You can read that right. Colored DualSense, they come in red and black.
Wow!
Yeah.
Not just the very normal white and black mixture. That's kind of boring for PS5. Well, suddenly we have new two controllers that comes with colors.
It comes with a
Cosmic
trailer.
black and red.
And it's headline news.
Its headline is so powerful.
There.
There.
It's headline news in
We
the
have a
gaming
trailer
world.
for it. So here's some clip for it. And of course, we have not just the controllers. The controllers are not just the controllers.
There's some other new game.
Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah. This week, we just had the release of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is a remaster of all three Mass Effect games. I myself haven't played it yet, but I'm a big Mass Effect fan, so I'm looking forward to...
What do you feel about Andromeda?
Andromeda sucks.
Okay.
Alright, Andromeda sucks. Big time.
Yep.
But yeah, I can't wait to replay Shepard's story again, you know, going through 1, 2, and 3 properly, this time with proper graphics and all that, and all proper controls and everything is all like synchronized to each other. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So yeah, if anyone
Legendary.
yeah, Mass Effect fan, hey, drop a comment below. Are you excited for the Legendary Edition? Have you played it?
That's
And the other big news item for this week is the
your
re-release.
expertise.
Yes. It's a release
expertise.
called Carnivore's Dino Hunt. It's a remake / remaster of the old Carnivore's Dinosaur Hunter Reborn. So, you know, it's an overhaul and upgrade of the original version. And I hope it turns out good because the original one didn't kind of sucked. But yeah, and the game is pretty cool. It's pretty basic. You know, your main objective is to hunt dinosaurs.
We hunt dinosaurs. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. You know, you can hunt everything from the smallest raptor
Dinosaur
to the
hunter.
biggest T-Rex. So yeah, Carnivore's Dino Hunt coming out on consoles. I think around this month or next month. Yeah, it's coming on PC on the end of summer as well. So look forward to that.
Looking forward to that, and just be careful with the hunt. Just don't get eaten. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to some figure news for the day.
Then we bring out you figure news.
Yep. Brand spanking new figure news for today. well, let's start off a bit with the one company that had a lot of releases this week, NECA. NECA released a brand new colored version of their Ultimate Frankenstein.
Wow.
Yes, so you know, you finally get to see Boris Karloff's Frankenstein in color.
In color.
He's green.
Yep. That your parents and grandparents didn't
Yeah,
see that in color.
and two new figures from their line focused on the boys. Yet Starlight and Homelander. So
Homelander.
they're gonna look pretty cool as well.
Yes.
Yeah, Homelander looks pretty cool actually, and you have a NECA Superman. You can put them next to each other, you know.
They're gonna look cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Starlight and Homelander. And the other big news item for today from NECA is a release of the Final Battle King Kong. Now they already released a King Kong before, but this is the New York Final Battle version with the chains, and you even get a biplane to go with the package.
This is the original King Kong.
Yes, the 1933 King Kong.
That was
So-
nice to know.
That's pretty good. And yeah, that's all the major releases for this week from NECA. So let's move on to some more smaller stuff.
That's all the news for you guys.
Yeah, not finished yet.
All right.
Yeah, so we also have a 1/6 Batman Ninja Catwoman from Star Wars Toys. This Catwoman is based off the anime Batman Ninja, if anyone remembers that.
Quite a popular one for some communities because it's anime.
Yeah, and a bunch of figures came out. They already did Batman, Samurai Batman, a Joker. So now they're releasing Catwoman.
Nice.
So, and coming out from Leo, we have a half-scale Joaquin Phoenix Joker. And he's...
One that dances on the stairs.
Yep. That.
Not the pale moonlight one.
Yeah. So, it's a pretty good release week for figures and announcements. So, yeah, do watch out for those. If anyone's seen the NECAs, do watch out for those. You may get the pre-order soon. They just announced them this week. So, hey.
That would
Yep.
be great news. And
So,
that's all the
yeah.
figure news for you guys.
That's all the news we have for today. Now, back to our main topic. So, we warn you once again.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. So, please.
Beware of them. This video is full of them.
If you haven't played Village, if you don't want to be spoiled, stay away.
Yeah, because this is kind of like spoiler talk, guys. Beware.
Beware.
So
indeed.
you've been warned. Let's just check it out.
Yep. Let's go straight into Resident Evil Village.
8. That's why they name it Village. It's how to
So-
pronounce it.
Village has been touted as the end of his story,
The end of his story.
which people thought was going to be about Chris.
Chris.
But no, it's not about Chris.
There's one reason, because they still don't want to show Ethan's face onto this. That's why they put Chris. Just
Chris
weird.
Boulder Puncher Redfield.
Yep. So when they meant like his story is not technically Chris. I think Chris's story just started to get interesting, Yeah, I mean, I want this background.
So yeah, let's go around the story overall. So what happens is that Chris kidnaps Ethan's daughter Rose,
Yeah.
and he kidnaps Ethan as well. And then Ethan gets stranded, so he has to go to all the 4 lords of the village to find his daughter again. And then at the end he has to face Mother Miranda, and then of course the big, very sad finale. Ethan Winters dies.
Yeah, dying for the daughter. I mean, it's totally silent.
Died to save the daughter. And yeah, and they also added a bunch of cool elements to this story as well, which I really like. Turns out that Ethan isn't a human being anymore after what he experienced over in Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
He's now just sort of this living mold colony.
So which means that he's been
Yeah.
infected by
Mold, and he's
Actually, he's being killed by Jack Baker back in Resident Evil
Yeah.
7. So that's like kind of like, hey, now it explains.
now explains that how he can be so durable. He can just reattach his hand.
Yeah.
How he can survive so much compared to other Resident Evil protagonists. He's just a living mold colony.
Yeah. This is quite interesting because back in the Resident Evil days, they don't really explain why green herbs and red herbs can cure our heroes. Because back in Resident Evil 7, I
You just
thought,
eat plants.
yeah, I thought the time where he actually pours the medicine on hand and regains his health, right? I was kept on thinking like, yeah, that's a game mechanic that we should be, just skip it lah, just make it pass lah. But now there's an explanation of why he can regenerate.
Yep. It's
mold.
the mold.
Yeah, it's the mold. It's apparently the mold. So he's been in fact mold. And that's why his hand has been cut off so many times.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been
And
through a lot
because
with this.
his body's been through a lot. His hands I mean, there's one point in the game where Lady Dimitrescu just slices off his hand,
Yep.
and then he nonchalantly just takes it back, puts it back on, pours some of that medicine on, and it just heals again.
Yes. And yes, people does notice that there's an error in that, which is his clothes.
His jacket.
Yeah,
His jacket also gets fixed.
also gets fixed. Is there a mold jacket?
Yeah. And you know, another interesting element about this, the story of Village, is the hinting that maybe the BSAA are gonna be evil.
Oh man.
Yeah, because they send out tyrants to fight the mold, and you know, and at the end it's revealed that the soldiers they've been sending to fight the mold, besides the tyrants, the standard infantry soldiers, they're also BOWs.
Yep.
So you know, like, so now, because Christine, the Hound Wolf Squad, they're being funded by Blue Umbrella from Resident Evil Village, from Resident Evil 7.
Nice umbrella.
Yeah, so you know, Umbrella. If you don't know,
Umbrella.
Umbrella became good guys. It's Resident Evil 7. They're now called Blue Umbrella,
Yeah,
and now they're helping to
umbrella.
fight BOWs. Yeah, and so like there's a bit of a reverse now, where the BSAA are now going to be the bad guys, and the Blue Umbrella are now the good guys. So like it's all topsy turvy. It's so cool.
They were turning this a lot.
Like Chris is working. Like Resident Evil 9 is going to be Chris probably working with Umbrella to fight the BSAA, which is like, oh, that story twist.
Became the dark side became the light side. What the hell?
I mean, it's the concept's pretty cool actually, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's the reverse now.
But actually, you growing as myself personally, I saw like BSAA was the good guy the whole time. So which means for this time, actually the BSAA is considered to be the villain already lah. I think lah. It's kind of sounds weird and feels weird to me. I always wanted to.
But I don't know. But you know, to me, like, I always felt it interesting that now that Umbrella are the good guys now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like something anyone who's been a Resident Evil fan like won't expect. Like Umbrella are not the good guys. The BSAA are the bad guys. So I'm like, whoa.
It's like mind blown.
Yeah. It's actually a really cool concept that they're working with now. So like, I'm hoping to see more of Blue Umbrella in Resident Evil 9.
Actually, we do hope for that also.
And you know, maybe the Resident Evil 9 villain is gonna be an old character turned to evil. That's why BSAA also an evil.
Yeah, many said that Leon could be the next villain. I heard it in this office, of course.
You mean many? Only one of our colleagues said it.
Yeah, this kept on thinking on my mind. Yeah, now I feel that guy is gonna be bad. But this game is actually quite interesting because it's actually trying to imitate the success of Resident Evil 4. Yeah, so much actually have the merchant right now has a backstory.
Not a backstory. He has a friend in the Duke. The Duke is the merchant character for this game.
Yep.
And he spouts merchant's line, "What you buying?
Winter's welcome.
What you buying?" And then he says, you know, "Oh, something my old friend used to say."
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. They tied a lot to they tied it back to Resident Evil 4.
European guns and all that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of elements of Resident Evil 4 DNA in Resident Evil 4 in this in Village. It's a bit more action focused now.
That's why you should go for success, Capcom. Try to make more games like Resident Evil 4.
When they tried to make more games like Resident Evil 4, they made Resident Evil
6 is just
okay. Trying to be more action is what led to 6. That's why people like will love Village and the remake 2 and 3 because it went back to the old ways.
It's just weird for Resident Evil 6 because now I'm trying to clear it, right? I played again. So it's just I felt like Resident Evil 6 is not hitting the point. Well, let's get back to Village.
Yeah, let's get back to Village. But yeah, so you know, your protagonist gets stuck in this Eastern European village. He's all by himself. And you know, you have to go into this old castle, you have to fight all these BOW lords.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of DNA from 4 that's in Village.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool actually.
And yeah, most of the villagers they became monsters.
Just like and also the big twist of Village is that the main source of all the world's BOW problems stems from this one character, Mother Miranda.
Mother Miranda.
Yeah, Mother Miranda first found the mole, and she was, and she discovered the mole, and she experimented on it, and she unlocked the secrets of immortality, assuming. Oh, probably.
Ooh,
And you play the game again.
Distributes the immortality to some of the villagers.
Yeah, and she also met a young Oswald A. Spencer, the same Oswald Spencer who latest Oswald Spencer was also the founder of Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah.
So he apparently trained under her to unlock all the secrets of mankind, but they both split off at some point because he had bigger ambitions. And just a point of disclaimer, we haven't finished playing the game yet,
not yet.
Not yet. We haven't finished it yet, but we're just looking through all these story beats because we were so interested in it.
We would like to show you. I would like to show you 10 minutes of the gameplay if I can.
Yeah. Hey, Toy Panic plays. Drop sound off in the comments if you want Toy Panic Let's Plays.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the first 10 minutes if you guys are so interested to see what's that. But
yeah, let's move on. Move back to the story. So yeah, and when it's revealed that later on that Chris didn't actually kill Mia, it was Mother Miranda disguised as Mia. Yeah. Just pretty interesting. And now, so Chris is like, oh, he's the good guy again. So all the marketing was misleading.
But the signs are there. Actually, there's some. Actually, there are some fans there pointing out that hey, actually you can see the red flag signs already. But you can look that up.
So yeah, the story itself is pretty interesting. Ethan struggling to find his daughter, and then and then at the end turns out that Rose, after she's resurrected by Mother Miranda, because just so this is also a spoiler, you find her first in Castle Dimitrescu, but not all of her. You first discover her as a head.
Yeah.
She gets abducted by the four lords, and then she gets torn apart.
That
so you have to
freaking shit. When actually I watched some of the clips, right? I was like, what the heck? I was like, I had the same feelings like Ethan when the Duke says you had her all along.
She's in that flash. Then he wipes up the frost.
Oh,
head, Rosemary Winters.
It's Rose. Oh my gosh, that is really.
It's pretty messed up.
Horror. That is really horror to me. Yeah. But
so it's pretty. So you go on a quest to go on these four lords, kill.
That is horror.
So very horrific.
Yeah, that's very horrific.
And one of the big horror moments in the game where people say is the scariest thing a Resident Evil has ever done is the section in Donna Beneviento's house, where you have where you encounter the big slimy baby.
Yeah, that's spoiler. Yeah. Annabelle was in there.
No, her name's Angie. But yeah, it's it pulls a lot of stuff from PT in Donna's house, Donna Beneviento.
Actually, if you play before the Silent Hills, right? Actually, this game actually feels like Silent Hill mixed with Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it became Resident Evil Village.
Because that one segment is like, it's just nothing but psychological horror.
Yeah.
You have insane dolls, this big mutant baby.
Oh yeah.
They chase the doll throughout the entire. But the big mutant baby is really horrified me. I never seen.
Baby fetus.
Yeah, it's scarier than Nemesis and Mr. X.
Yeah, I mean the baby fetus is totally came out from
PT.
When you actually found that on the sink, that's actually the whole thing, and then it's just.
But Capcom took that and then made it bigger, chase you.
Capcom said, if you don't use that idea, I'll take that.
That bad baby's freaky. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's fine.
It makes sounds as it's chasing you like dada, dada. I've never been more creeped out by a baby noise than it was in Village. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, that is how scary the game is.
Oh yeah.
You guys better have a play onto it. And you cause the nightmares happen onto you guys if you guys are.
It's creepy-ish.
So we have a lot of characters in there.
Let's move on. Yep. And then I think after this is one of my favorite boss segments. Was I think we'll move on. We can move on straight to the characters. So it's one of the characters. So one of the biggest marketing points was Lady Dimitrescu, the
tall
9 foot
lady.
tall vampire lady, and her daughters.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love the daughters, but not the lady.
No, you don't like
No,
Alcina?
I don't like.
I love Alcina.
Already, I don't like
Yeah.
the Lady D. Lady D is too big.
You know,
Too tall.
Alcina Dimitrescu is actually a pretty interesting character because she's basically what happens if you take Dracula and made him a woman, sort of. Because just like Dracula, she has 3, but instead of 3 brides, it's 3 daughters. So,
Not to mention even Wolverine. She had Wolverine claw.
but that's more like that Doctor Bot, that Wolverine boss from Resident Evil 4, I think. They had that. He was blind. Forgot his name.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was it?
But yeah, Lady Dimitrescu is pretty interesting as a character because since she's like you, she loves her daughters, and after you kill every single of the Dimitrescu daughters, she actually gets progressively more and more angry.
Actually, when you see onto the gameplay, it's kind of weird. What she said is quite also true enough to Ethan. You came
Yeah.
to my house, you disrespect me and everything.
And then you kill my daughters.
You try to ruin my property. Yeah, so
And then,
everything is justified.
of course, everyone salivates over Lady Dimitrescu as a human form, but she also, like most Resident Evil bosses, she turns into a big tentacle monster.
Oh yeah, like a
Yeah.
dragon-like.
In this case, it's a dragon with like 4 mouths opening like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Mutated dragon.
Yeah.
That flies around the castle.
And you have to just fight her like with sniper ammo, with sniper rifles,
With
and
that kind of scenery, you know Resident Evil has come back already. Totally Resident Evil for bosses fight, castle, fires, all that.
then then after I love the Dimitrescu daughters and Lady D because I felt that they're pretty like compelling characters, even though like because the game tries to show you that even though these people are murderous, they're insane, they're still family. They love each other.
Yeah.
Because after each time you kill the Dimitra daughters, you kill because there's 3. There's Bella, the oldest one. There's Cassandra, and there's Daniela. After you kill each one, she gets more and more angry, and in the final boss battle, she even says like, "What right do you have to be angry over your daughter's death when you've killed 3 of mine?" So you feel for her actually a lot, since she's just a parent as well.
Actually, Ethan should just go in, knock on the castle, and then say, "May I have my daughter back?" Or somehow we work away.
Yeah.
No, let's break some doors, man. Let's break some walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah, when
understand under the circumstances,
yeah. You know, so I do feel for Lady Dimitrescu quite a lot actually in this
Yeah.
game. And all the lords also, they make you sympathize with them just a little bit.
Yeah, Heisenberg, I do love Heisenberg.
Yes, Heisenberg, he's the last lord you fight. He's one of the big hammer, and you feel for him a lot because he wants to be out of Mother Miranda's control.
Yeah. Actually, Ethan should just like okay with it when he says that let's
Make a deal.
become a team.
Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal. You can save your daughter, and then I can get out from
Mother Miranda. And because also Donna Beneviento, the one you fight with the baby thing, she's also like, turns out she's very insecure. She covers her face a lot, and she speaks through her doll because like she doesn't want
She's kind of shy.
she's very shy. You only see her say 2 lines throughout the whole game, and like, don't leave, can't let you leave. And she's very like, it's one of those very shy people voices, the way she says it. It's like you feel sorry for her actually.
For some people that doesn't like Lady, sometimes they'll just go to her.
Yeah. And then move on from one of the scariest Resident Evil moments to back to action a bit. You fight Salvatore Moreau. He turns into this giant thunder thing. Yeah. And you also feel for him a lot because he's basically sort of like Quasimodo from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
He's just deformed, he's ugly, and he's just looking for Mother Miranda's love. Which she sort of doesn't give to him. He just wants someone to love him. He's a very all these lores, they make very compelling and sympathetic characters.
I mean, like,
You feel sorry for killing all of them actually.
Yeah, actually all the villains are kind of like badass, They have backgrounds, they have stories.
So yeah, you can see that Capcom put a lot of work into developing the Four Lords as compelling villains.
Yeah, they're not just like mutations that wants to kill
They're not
you
just
off.
Albert Wesker, they want to take over the world.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
they
yeah,
have
no.
their family. You know, especially Dimitrescu.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, you know, the way you, one of her daughters, the way you fight her, Daniela, I think, before she calcifies and crumbles to death. She says, "Please, don't want to die, please, mother." And it's very sad, actually, you know, because no Resident Evil boss has pleaded for mercy before you kill them. As you know, like Nemesis was. Nemesis stars. Mr. X was very quiet. You know, Albert Wesker is like, yes! But yeah, so you know, all these lords, they make very sympathetic.
I mean, when they actually gathered around and Ethan Winters,
They act like some sort of dysfunctional family.
No, I thought I saw Batman villains. Ooh.
Yeah, when
so
you first presented with them,
Like
they
Batman
kind of
villains.
Then you spend a lot of time like going through the journals,
Yeah.
like investigating all about them.
And all that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just-
So you're like, you know, the characters sort of like you could become attached to them. You don't want to kill them almost. Some of
I
them.
will kill you.
I feel very sorry for it.
Yeah.
It's just because the game tells me to.
At most times, I think Ethan can make better decisions than this. Yeah, he can work.
Yeah, actually,
work out,
one of
man.
the weak points is Ethan Winters.
Yeah.
Outside of the whole like, I have to find my daughter thing, he doesn't do a lot of like smart decisions in this game.
Yeah. No. Actually, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no.
It's just because the game
I'm
wants.
gonna find my daughter.
Yeah.
I'll kill anyone just in front.
It's just because the game wants you to keep fighting because it's the underlying requirements of a shooter game.
I mean, if we can actually select the
Yeah.
pathways and everything, I think the game will handle more
If
faster.
this was an RPG, actually, I would have loved the stories diverged a little bit. You know,
It'll be like,
maybe you could team up with Lady D.
Yeah, you look up at the videos, you look at the scene, you look at the clip. Ethan makes a wrong move, then he goes to hell. Then you have to work your way out. Of
Yeah.
Just like really dumb decisions and everything.
But you know,
play through it.
yeah. And then turns out at the end, when Mother Miranda regenerates Rose, in the after credits, she becomes she sort of gets superpowers, just like Sherry from Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
After the cure. Oh wait, this is a compelling villains. Also, want to talk about Mother Miranda a little bit. She's also comes off very sympathetic because you know the only reason she experiments with the mold and to get immortality is because her daughter died from the plague.
Yeah.
And that's why
Spanish flu, right?
yeah, and that's why she wants to use Rose as a vessel to abduct Rose because she wants to get her daughter back. That's all.
Yeah.
Her daughter Lena. So even Mother Miranda comes off as very sympathetic, and so even though she's a bit of a cold-hearted bitch,
Oh yeah.
everyone doesn't like her that much. She's just controlling.
But actually, everyone in the village is kind of like sympathetic.
Everyone has sympathetic reasons for doing what they do.
Everybody had justified reasons
Yeah.
on.
Outside of chopping baby Rose to bits.
Yep, that's gone a little bit too far.
Yeah, but like the reasons why, like I understand.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
All the villains have great backstories.
Yeah. So, in terms of character, I think the least one that suffers the most is Ethan, because he doesn't. Yeah, like I said before, like he doesn't use his brain so much.
Yeah. No.
It's just because the game is a shooter, you have his actions compel him to just antagonize everybody.
He had to make wrong choices just so that you can play the game. So appreciate him.
It's kind of sucks.
That's why I died. And
So-
then the moment that he died, I was like waiting to see his face. It's just like
No,
little
they
bit-
still conceal his face.
Yeah, a bit mystery. I just want
But-
to see that.
Yeah, I mean, though that's Village, and it's sort of interesting in a way.
It's kind of interesting.
Sort of in a Village.
After like
I
5,
mean,
6.
After
5, 6, I think 7,
Yeah.
8 should be fine. I think.
yeah, but of course now there are no more original characters left. I think to follow outside of Rose and Nia.
Yeah.
'Cause
Rose
Ethan's
is gonna
dead.
Be the staple one.
Rose is gonna be the next big protagonist.
Yeah.
Maybe it's either that or 9. We'll bring back an old protagonist. Came back for 7 and 8.
we are looking forward for more DLCs onto this game.
Yes.
Because actually
Maybe
this game
there's
deserves a lot more DLCs.
maybe there's an alternate ending to actually befriend the Four Lords. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Who knows,
In
right?
Japan, they actually released a very fun cartoon puppet show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about Resident Evil Village. Try to say, oh, we are kind of like a good guys trying to teach you how to brush your teeth. Japanese.
But yeah, you know, I'm actually I love the characters at Village. The main villains are all cool and very compelling and they come off sympathetic. Yeah, they're not like your typical Resident Evil villain where they're just like take over the world and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they're opposite of like what you caught to Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5 and 6.
It's not about the virus that they're creating just to become a weapon. That is something fresh in the.
Yeah, that's actually one of the cues that they took from the animated movies where the villains are also sympathetic. Yeah, they have reasons to do what they do.
Dying for the cause, but at least it's not like
Not like Wesker,
world-taking
complete
kind of thing.
and global saturation.
Sell this virus! Walao.
Yeah, so they're not like Wesker, they're not like, you know, your typical Resident Evil villain.
That is not a business
These
you
guys,
do.
yeah, these guys are actually very multi-layered. Yeah. Like,
compelling
yeah, and
storytelling.
the story is good, you know, like now with the new story developments, you have interesting concept where it's like now it's, you know, the main characters are now siding with Umbrella, BSAA. You know, you have Chris forming his own mercenary squad, the Hound Wolf squad. Yeah. And, well, it's actually really cool now. You know, like, all the story that they set up now is actually really cool. And I hope they continue with this.
Yes, I do really hope that it continues with that. So,
Yeah.
if you guys have any thoughts,
Drop them down in the comments, you know?
if you guys have
Yeah,
any
how,
thoughts
you know,
around it,
you love the story. Well, I mean, I think the weakest point of Resident Evil Village, I think, is Ethan himself.
yeah,
Ethan Winters himself, actually. Everyone around him is very well developed with interesting characteristics,
yes.
you know.
Well, if you want to get something Resident Evil,
Yeah.
comes with collector's
Yeah,
edition as well.
it comes with a statue of big, wide Chris.
Without boulders.
No boulders for him to
rocks.
punch.
Yeah, no rocks for you to punch. But you get him as a very dull one. Yeah, it's a very dull kind of.
What is in this collector's edition? If you can enlighten our audience a bit, it looks like with the item box, I think.
Okay, first you got the item box, and you get a Trauma Pack DLC product code. Okay, you got a lot of those like DLCs that contains for Resident Evil 7. Well, next is Chris Redfield's figure, of course.
And a copy of the game.
Of course, Biohazard Village art book.
Ooh.
And also Resident Evil Village reversible poster.
We get a poster.
Yes, a poster one. And of course, Resident Evil Village steelbook.
Ooh, a steelbook.
So yeah, I mean, just the box is already nice enough to collect.
So if you have previous collector's editions of Resident Evil, you know,
We have it in stock.
I think this trend started from Remake 2. Remake 2 had the item box. Or
yes.
did Village also have? Did 7 also have this?
7 is a house actually.
Yeah, but the item box came from started from Remake 2.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they came on 2.
Yeah.
And 3.
Remake
comes
3,
with Jill.
yeah. But they all like started this trend of them being shaped like the item boxes.
It's quite
Which is
nice, it's
pretty
quite
cool actually. So yeah, you can stack your games now.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
is kind of good.
So and now Resident Evil is back and it's bigger again,
And
bigger than ever.
better.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a new Netflix show coming out.
Infinite
There's
Darkness.
yeah, which is pretty cool, and there's gonna be Resident Evil 4 in VR now, which
Oh.
is
Exactly.
an interesting idea.
I mean, they had news about remaking the 4 lah.
Yeah, remake 4, but I'm hoping they
Please.
don't. 4, just give us an HD remaster.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
a HD remaster.
No need for
that's okay.
remake. Don't remake 4. Remake 4 will be very unnecessary since 4 is good enough as it is
I
now.
mean, the mechanics all there.
Yeah.
It's already quite good already.
Just fix the PC version, you know, add mouse aim, and get us better graphics. But you know, other than that, like 4 doesn't not need a remake, Capcom.
Doesn't need.
Don't remake
don't
4.
Screw your own game. You already like halfway screwed the Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, they are half-assed with remake 3,
Yeah,
so
I mean the 3 is not a complete one. It still has to be in the RPD.
but
Makes sense.
yeah, you know, sound off in the comments below. Do you want a remake 4? Who do you want to be in the next Resident Evil game? Do you
Yeah.
like Village? And yeah, I think that's been our sort of our thoughts on Resident Evil Village. I love it. Outside of like some of the weaker elements of the game.
Now let's see about 10 points. Just based that you don't play the game yet.
I haven't finished the game yet.
Yep. But based on 10 points, just without playing the game yet. So what do you think about the game?
As a story, it's gotta be like 8, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 for me as well. After I play, I tested out the mechanics. I think that score is bound to be going higher.
Because it takes a lot from 4 and a lot from 7, and it just sort of mixes the two.
Became 8. That is obvious.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This has been our thoughts and our spoiler talk on Resident Evil Village. Hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe and share if you like our content.
And please do stay safe. Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Please stay safe. This
SOP right now.
Please take it seriously.
Yeah, please do take it seriously. The cases are going up, and this is no joke at all.
Yes, this is no joke.
Some Resident Evil and play some game. Yeah,
just stay at home.
You like 2 days or 3 days.
Stay at home, relax, play a video game, arrange your collection, build a model kit.
Yeah, do anything at home.
Yes, do a lot of your stuff at home now.
Places don't go. Okay, we can
yes, this has been. Yeah, this is a Toy Panic public service announcement, so please do follow SOPs. Please take this very seriously. This is no joke. Cases just skyrocketed after Raya again.
That's right.
So yeah, please do stay safe. All right, thank you so much for watching, and we hope you all are staying safe during this MCO, and we'll see you again the next episode.
Soon.
Yes, the next episode of Toy Panic. Let's check out.
Cakap.
Bye.